And hello.
Hello.
Hello and welcome once again. We are back for the fourth episode of Rimpage Insider Weekly. I am joined by my beautiful co-host, Miss Katerina. How are you today?
Thank you. I am over the moon today.
Yes, as am I. We have a huge announcement that we're going to make today. Can't wait to get to it. We also have some guests that are with us. And for those of you who are just joining us, Rimpage Insider is our weekly show where we talk about all things Rimpage. So we're going to give you the headlines from the league, the leaderboard. We'll talk about different stories and also show you some highlights. And we have some interesting stuff on the show for you today.
It's full. It's packed full of exciting stuff, news, and also highlights, which is what we love to see. And our
Yes.
players are going for it.
Yes, and then we have a fun poll that we did a couple of polls, and we're going to talk about those as well. So thank you for joining us. Strap in. We're going to have some fun. Starting off with league headlines. We are joined by Ashton Cook because we're going to talk about one of his matches. The poll was we asked Rimpage players who was the best player that we've encountered so far on tour. As you know, since April 8th, we have been on tour where we take Rimpage players to different parks, and we've been at LA Fitness, and we just challenge whoever we meet there. And you know what, Katerina, I want to say our players are pretty brave, and I love that because we don't know who we're going to meet at these places, but they step up and they play them, and we've been dominating at these parks.
I know. I've been watching, and it's so exciting. And as you say, sometimes it can be even dangerous because some of these guys play rough. You don't know
Right.
But I'm so glad that the scores are showing Rimpage is in the lead.
Yes, our guys are stepping up. We're taking on those challenges, and we are dominating. By far, we have won more than we've lost. But we have encountered some really good players. One such player is Mr. TJ, and he's the winner of our poll. We met TJ at Randall Mills Park in Arlington, and want to show you some video footage of TJ's match versus Ashton. Tough match here. And Ashton, let's bring Ashton on. Mr. Ashton Cook, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
Very well, thank you. Can you hear Ashton?
Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Ashton, I don't know if you can hear me, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm not sure why Patrick is not hearing you. Do you hear me, Patrick?
I hear you, yes.
Okay.
And you hear Ashton?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, I wonder if our audience can hear him. I just want to be sure the audience can.
I'm sure they can.
Hopefully it's just me who's having that problem. and hopefully it'll get cleared up in a moment. But Ashton, we're going to talk about your match against TJ since he won the poll and was nominated as the toughest player that we've encountered so far on the tour. Here's your match against TJ. That's his first basket. He's going to run through his scores. Second basket, drives to the basket. Left side and right side, even with the foul, he scored there. So far he's got 2 made baskets on the left side, 2 made baskets on the right side. So and he's able to finish at the basket. He can shoot a finger roll instead of stopping and then doing an actual jump shot at the basket. So he's got some skill here. And he's playing against our #1 athlete in the league.
Yes. He was playing a good game there.
Yeah, he was.
No, definitely.
Right there, gets the go-ahead score. Right there, Ashton thought he had hit him, and so he stopped because he thought it was going to be a foul, but TJ just continued playing. He was a tough guy, too. He was tough.
Okay,
there's the 2-pointer.
Patrick, we are experiencing some audio issues here.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
Are you not able to hear me, or you can't hear?
We can hear you clearly at the moment, but
Okay.
I think when Ashton is trying to say something, his audio is distorted.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Okay.
we can try removing him and bringing him back
Let's
on.
try that. Yeah.
Spencer is saying he can hear Ashton.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
I had distorted sound.
Ashton, what about now?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Now can hear you. Okay. Patrick, can you hear him?
I can tell that he's speaking, but I just hear fuzz.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, I heard something just now.
can you
Yes.
hear me now?
There you go. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's
Ashton,
the glitch.
tell us what's going on at this point in the match. So he's already scored quite a few baskets, but you're staying with him.
Oh yeah. He's definitely got some skills. He can handle the ball. He can definitely shoot the ball. So I kind of knew it wasn't going to be easy. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
also,
Um,
you had already played some matches before this one, so you're kind of tired too.
yes, definitely.
And then I think
Yes,
you also
I was. I
sustained an
was.
injury, or was it your leg that was hurting? What was going on there?
I'm, I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I can barely hear you.
Okay. I was asking, did you also sustain an injury, or was there something going on with your leg?
Correct. That's correct. I sprained my ankle again, but I just decided to play through it.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. So you have the ball here. And at this point, you're down 9-10. So TJ actually has match point at this point. So you really needed a basket here.
Yes.
And that's one thing that winners do is they get the clutch baskets. They get those baskets when they need them, and they're able to finish matches. So now the score is tied here. It's 10-10, and then you get that one as well. You beat them to the basket both times. So now you're in the lead, Ashton, right here. So you're up 11-10. Do you remember anything about this point and what your strategy was, or what was going through your mind?
Yes. What was going through my mind is to not let him score. Like forget the injury. I'm gonna just do what I can to stop him from scoring.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah.
what was going through my mind.
And I've spoken numerous times about match point defense, and that's when you know it's do or die. You have to stop that guy, or it's over. You can't rely on him or hope that he misses. You have to actually stop him. And so we saw you turn on the match point defense here. So you're up 11-10, and he needs a 2-pointer to win. Let's see what he does here.
Uh-oh.
And right there, 11-11. So it looks like both of you
Yes.
guys needed a
This was.
break. Oh, Ashton, it cut out. Please say that again.
I said.
It's the line that's breaking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I still didn't get that.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Okay, let's try this. Let's try. We'll remove him and bring him back.
One more
Okay.
try, Ashton. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
It looks like he cannot hear us.
Can you?
I think we'll have to get back to Ashton.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Give a few
All right.
minutes and see.
Yeah. Ashton, if you can hear us, we're going to come back to you because we need you for other parts of the show when we make another announcement. But we're going to go ahead and finish up this segment, and then we'll come back to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly having some audio issues there. But I wanted to hear what he said about this part because this was an important part of the match. They're tied 11-11. Both of the guys had to take a break. And then look at how many match point possessions TJ has, and Ashton has to defend. So there's that one. There's that one. That's 2. That's 3.
Wow.
And then
Can you hear
4.
me?
And then 5.
We can hear
And-
you.
And then finally, Ashton gets possession back, 11-11, and he finally gets that score.
Yes.
Oh, he just
Right.
had enough gas in the tank. You could tell both of those guys were tired.
Mhm.
Um,
Amazing victory.
yeah. So TJ ends up being our toughest opponent that we've met so far. Congratulations to TJ, and thank you for participating. His cousins watch our show, so I'm sure they'll let him know.
Yes, yes. He really was a tough challenger.
I'm
there
sorry.
for
Can you hear
us.
me?
Yes, yes, he was. Okay, next we had a poll. We asked who is the most stylish player on Rimpage on the court. So we're looking at how these guys are showing up and the shoes and the outfits and how they coordinate everything and put that look together on the court.
Oh yes.
And Katerina, tell us about that poll.
Well, that poll was something that we have observed our players. They come on court, and some people consistently show up, really taking care how they show up. And because we talk about that in HP Club, we talk about branding and how important it is for the audience to see our players in a certain light, in a light that they want to be perceived. So we figured this is important, and because we enjoyed it so much and noticed this, we wanted to highlight it. And then we didn't even know how popular or unpopular this will be. We just put this out there, this little poll, and it seems like our players really like it, Patrick.
Yeah.
I think they want to compete on this level as well.
Oh.
So after today, I think there will be some upset faces, and I think
Uh-oh.
to prove themselves as more stylish than the others.
Well, let's have a look.
Okay, this is just a suggestion here.
Okay.
How to look cool on a Rimpage basketball court, right?
Okay.
So this is what I feel that the most popular players out there do, right? So I have sort of studied their fashion, and this is where this suggestion comes from.
Okay.
So this is the first point, is the shorts, and then the second point is the jersey or t-shirt.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wear a t-shirt or jersey that isn't binding. Oh, sleeveless tops allow your arms maximum free. Oh, yes, yes. I've seen guys playing long sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be breathable, those fabrics,
Yeah.
and yes, really.
Definitely more freedom. I always felt it when I was playing. I had to cut the sleeves off because when I'm raising my arm to shoot, I could feel the fabric tugging on my arm, and it's just enough of a distraction to alter my shot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see now.
So who is the best dressed player on the court?
Okay. You want to pause it here? and
Yes.
memorable. Oh, look who it is.
Oh.
Yes, Zach nominated himself because you see he does have a strong sense of fashion, and
Yes.
he gives it his own, right? He
Right.
knows his fashion really well.
Yeah. I've noticed that since the very first match he
Yes,
played, and he's been
yes,
consistent with that.
that's it.
So, did Zach win the poll?
Well, he didn't. He is the honorable mention because
Ah, okay.
I have selected from all of those votes that we had there. I
Okay.
have selected four
Okay.
players for honorable mention and one winner.
Ah, okay. So
Mm,
we're going to show the next honorable mention?
that's it. Can you
Okay.
guess who it is? So if you show us Zach's next slide, so we can see
Okay.
him really in action and see some of his moves and outfits.
Okay. Ah,
See that? There he
yeah.
is. And I think his best look is in Rimpage jersey.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Look at him jump
Definitely.
there, and yes, you could tell that he can move there. So who do you think this is? Can you guess who
Our
is
next guy, he's
Yeah,
casually smart.
he's here on the call with us, Patrick. You can bring him
Ah,
on. Maybe
let's
he can
let's
recognize himself here.
let's see. Where are you, Mr. Spencer?
You
Let's see.
can't find him?
No, looks like he was with us. Looks like
Yes.
he's not there now.
Okay, I'm sure he'll be back.
Yes. Okay.
So
But that is
let's reveal his slide. There he is,
Spencer
representing.
Rowe.
Yes, look at that. There he is in action. Very smart again in black.
Yes.
He chooses black for his color. There in Rimpage jersey.
Yeah.
Look at the
And
focus.
yeah. And very, very different look this past Saturday. No beard, haircut, no glasses.
Yes, yes, yes. Intention. I can
Yes.
see intention. Yes. Well, he will tell us a bit more when he's able to join us again.
Yes.
Let's go
Okay.
to the next one.
Rimpage players looking good. So this guy is simply coordinated.
Oh yeah. Can you
Oh,
tell who this is? His style is a little bit subdued, but it is always well coordinated.
yes. Wow, I'm gonna guess by the silhouette that's Ashton.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
It's
There you go.
Ashton.
Yeah, the silver shoes,
That's
gray
it.
shorts, Rimpage jersey.
Mhm.
Cool.
There it is, and free arms.
Yes, yes.
Yes, maybe that's why he's good. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Something to consider. So there he is in action, and he always looks like he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Ashton is
That,
he's one of the most entertaining players in the league.
yes, and like Spencer, he always chooses black.
Yeah.
Color when he wears
Yes.
Rimpage
Wow, I've
jersey.
never seen Ashton in a red Rimpage jersey.
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
I
I'm
have
gonna have to-
studied this for tonight, Patrick. So yes, I haven't seen him in red as well.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him about that. See what's going
Mhm.
on there. All right. And our next player.
Next player, next honorable mention. This really is tough though, because this is a serious contender for #1 spot.
Ooh, confidently understated. Which
Yes,
Rimpage player does that describe?
yes. Can you tell
Confidently
by
understated.
silhouette there?
That's got to be Jazz Ray.
Absolutely
No one flies like Jazz Ray.
no one. Oh yes.
And there he is, Jazz Ray Harrington, representing the city of Dallas. Quietly understated. I like that.
Very stylish. Now he chooses his outfits. You see, pick and mix.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's always understated, but it's always so carefully thought out. Everything, So there is always thought behind.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, so who's our #1 guy?
Who is number one? Who do you think? Next
The
slide.
winner of the poll.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredibly dapper. Oh,
He is.
that's none other than Mr. Keyshawn Reed. Yeah.
Well done.
Well done, Key. Oh, you got it. You got it.
The most stylish. And look at his outfits. Like
Yeah.
he really mixes them up. And
Oh,
nothing,
wow.
even the details in shoes and socks are carefully thought out and put together for his look.
Wow. Congratulations, Keyshawn. Looking good when he shows up. Wow.
Didn't go unnoticed.
Yeah. You see the two pictures to the right here when he wore the white under the red jersey. I wanted that picture. I didn't think we could get it, but you found it. You got it.
Yes, indeed. From the match.
Very nice.
Yep. Looking really good in his Rimpage jersey there. In all combinations.
Yeah. So congratulations, Mr. Keyshawn. You are the most stylish Rimpage player, at least until we do this poll again. This was fun.
We have a few more slides, Patrick. So if you give us those slides, we can talk through them. So do you want to be noticed on Rimpage on the court? Well,
that is such a great point.
Yes, and the world is watching.
Yeah.
Show us what you have. And next time we will feature you. So this may be a regular segment in our show. So at some intervals, maybe once a month, we can look for who is most stylish out there on the court. I really enjoyed putting this together, Patrick. So yes.
Wow.
Excellent.
Fun. Okay. Now, we said we have a really big announcement coming up, and it's time for that announcement.
Is it? Drum roll, please.
As you know, Rimpage is on a mission to find the best basketball player in the world. We're going to do that one city, one state, one country at a time. Everything we do, all of these matches that we're playing, all of it is looking forward to the Lions tournament. That's the international tournament that will feature 200 national champions. Every country in the world will put in their national champion. Those national champions will compete in that tournament to determine who's the best player in the world. That is the mission, and we are ready to take a huge step toward the fulfillment of that mission. We started with the next Big Star event. We held that event November 13th in 2021, and now it's time for the Next Big Star World Tour. We are going on a world tour, taking the Next Big Star event to 5 cities internationally, starting in 2024, summer 2024. So we have not yet, we will not reveal which cities we're coming to, but we want you to know that we're taking our top Rimpage players on this tour, and they will compete in these 5 international cities against the competition there. This will introduce Rimpage to those cities, introduce us internationally. We are looking to start leagues in these 5 cities, start a Rimpage league so that these cities can begin their process of selecting their national champion. And then we will take it from there across the world until the whole world has a Rimpage league in every country working towards their national champion, once again looking towards that Lions tournament. Katerina, this is huge.
This is huge, Patrick. And these 5 cities are on 5 different continents. And the 5 Rimpage players are coming with us.
Yes.
How exciting is this?
So we've already had the tour here in DFW where we visit different parks. Yes. Next year, 2024, we're taking 5 Rimpage players on tour internationally to compete internationally and introduce Rimpage out there. This is huge.
You have some cities already thinking about some cities, but if you think that your city should be on that list, let us know.
Yes, definitely. Awesome. This is the biggest step we've taken so far toward fulfilling this mission. Let me go ahead and cut the music real quick. As we know, we have said that the best players in the world are still out there to be discovered. The best player in every city is already there. Why don't we know who those players are? It's time to go find those players. And so I'm so excited that we can extend this opportunity to the rest of the world so that all these different players in all these different countries that dream of having a career in basketball can now step onto this stage and get noticed. This is going to be huge. This is bigger than the NBA Finals. This is bigger than the FIBA World Cup. This is bigger than the Super Bowl. This is Olympic proportions.
Yes.
What we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
this is, again, history in the making.
Yeah. We're going to find the best player in the world. So we're coming to these 5 cities. Be on the lookout. We're going to announce the cities and let you know how much tickets cost. And we're doing it. We're taking this league to the world.
Yes. Big time. 2024. Here we come.
All right. Next announcement. We introduced shot boxes last week. Here's the video. We'll go back to that video. Okay, so that's it. So we play to 12 by 1s and 2s, with the exception of these shot boxes. These are specific spaces on the court that if you stand in there and take your shot and make it, you get more than just 2 points, more than 1 point. So we have 2 3-point shot boxes, and at half court, we have the 4-point shot box, and under the basket, if you score and touch either the backboard or the rim, that counts as 2. And so, Katerina, I was wondering who would take these half-court shots.
Yes, yes.
The guys were checking the ball at the top of the key. And so in my mind, I was wondering how would that work? How would they get back to the half-court box to take that shot? But then they surprised me. The guys started checking the ball from the half-court line. And so I knew this would affect strategy. I knew it would open up the court because now you don't just defend the basket. Now you have to defend against these shot boxes because you could quickly fall behind if a guy hits 1 or 2 of those. I was wondering who would take that shot. And as it turns out, quite a few players were taking that shot.
And
making it. So at last Sunday's matches, we played 20 matches Sunday. During those 20 matches, there were countless attempts from the half-court line to shoot these shots, and guys were making that shot. But only one guy was first. Who would you guess made Rimpage history by being the first player to hit a half-court shot and get the 4 points? Let's watch that.
Yes, let's see it.
Cody is on a 2-game winning streak. Spencer lost his last 2. And there's Spencer. Spencer, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, so this is Spencer's match against Cody. These two played, I think, maybe a month or 2 ago, and Cody won that match. Right now, or before this match, Spencer was in first place in Fort Worth. Cody had won a couple of matches. Spencer lost a couple matches, and because of that, Cody was within 1 victory of overtaking Spencer to take the lead in Fort Worth. And so he called Spencer out for this match. So this was a big match. This would determine who's number 1 in Fort Worth. And here we see at the beginning, they're playing through it. And Spencer, kind of walk us through what's going through your mind here. Did you know that he was trying to take first place? Did you know that that's what was at stake for this match?
Yeah, I knew he wanted to play me for the first place spot in Fort Worth.
I
but
can't
didn't
hear
know.
him. Katerina, can you hear him?
I can hear him, Patrick, and then there is some feedback as well. So something
Okay.
here with the audio in this live is not that great.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Better?
Patrick, how about if you try to mute your mic when Spencer is talking? Let's see if that works.
Okay.
Spencer, go ahead. Try again, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I knew he wanted the first place spot because he texted me. He messaged me. He was like, "Yo," he was like, "You want to spin the block?" Basically meaning like, "Do you want your rematch?" Because he basically thought that he was going to beat me again, and then he would be up 2 games on me. So I was just like, I was hurt, so I didn't really respond to him. I was like, "I'll play Sunday," but I didn't know that match was happening. I thought it was the Take the Park tour. I thought we were playing people in the gym, not Rimpage players. I forgot all about that. So then when Patrick told me that, I was like, oh, here we go. I knew it was coming, so I was like, he's bringing heat. I got to bring heat. So I was ready for it.
Spencer, you rose to the occasion. That's what Patrick always says about your game. You always rise in the toughest moment.
Yeah. It's like when the pressure's on, that's when you show up. And I remember first seeing that when Bryson first joined the league, playing his very first match, and he was hitting all those shots.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, if I miss this, he's gonna somehow win. Because you saw the shots he was shooting. If we had the 4-point spots at that time, I would have lost. To be honest. I'm being honest. If we had the 4-point spots, he would have won. Because he was at like half court line. I was right there, hand in his face, and he did this and went in. And I was like, I had to look at the camera because I was like,
And I remember all the guys were getting into it and they were cheering whenever Bryson would hit one. And instead of that sort of making you shrink in the moment, it's like you were like, yeah, bring it on. Yeah, let's do this. And like you rose to that level. And I was like, yeah, this guy's special. He's special.
That's something that I just carry with myself. It's like, okay, you gave me a bucket, I'm giving you one back. Like that's how it's gonna be. And then they usually are like, oh yeah, okay. But it's like, no, I'm really gonna give you a bucket back. Like you thought you were just gonna score and that was it? That's not how this goes.
Wow. Now, had you thought much about the shot boxes coming into Sunday? And did you decide you were going to use them or not? Or how did they affect the strategy?
So I forgot about that until I saw you putting the tape on the ground, and I was just like, oh wait, true, the spots. Because ask anybody that was in the gym, I was only shooting mid-ranges the whole time I was warming up. And then you started putting the tape on the ground, and I was like, oh, let me warm this up.
And during the match, let's get to that point in the match, because I want to know what you're thinking when you decide to take this shot. So Cody attempts a three-pointer from the shot box and misses it.
No, he called a foul. Yeah.
Called a foul. Okay. Drives to the basket, misses it there. That's what gave you trouble in the first match. Was him going to the basket. Okay, so you attempt a 4-pointer and you miss it badly. What are you thinking here?
I'm feeling it out.
Oh, okay.
I told Ashton before the match, I said, hey, it's going to take you 3 shots. You'll see it in his match. It took him 3 shots to dial it in. First shot hit the rim,
yeah.
The third shot, he hit it. Same thing for me. It took me 3 shots. All good shooters should be able to dial in within 3 shots. That's
yeah. And there's number 2. Okay.
The next one, is going in. That next one.
And he's letting you have it.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
He's letting you have it. So here we go. This is round 4. And I'm sorry. Say that again, please.
I said when I jumped up for a shot, he jumps higher than me. So I mean, I gotta at least get my hand there. And so
Yeah.
on the way down, I'm going to touch the ground first, and he's going to come down. And I've seen it multiple times where people will get their nose broken when that person brings their arm.
Whoa.
That's why I kind of like turned into a turtle. When
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, fortunately, I've never seen that injury, but it makes sense. And I don't know why it doesn't happen more when guys can touch shots. But this is an example of what I was talking about how these shot boxes will affect strategy. Look at where he decides to guard you. And a lot of guys traditionally guard right there. Actually, they don't come out that far. They're a little bit closer to the free throw line. But when you see this guy stepping out to the half court line, now not only is it a gamble for the offensive player because it's a low percentage shot, but it's a gamble for the defensive player too because you might make it and suddenly he's down 4.
So with me, it's kind of funny because my whole life, I've loved to shoot the deep ball. I've loved it. Like the 3-point line for me was always too close. I have to shoot it 4, 5, 6 feet behind.
Oh wow!
You see my first 5, 6 matches in Rimpage,
yeah.
I was shooting really long shots, and most of the time people go, "Oh man, I'm giving you that."
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I'm in the gym working on this because I know you're gonna give it to me. I know it.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
So
Smart.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how I know that the defense is gonna tighten up. It's good because then I can, I can really show my dribble moves, and it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna make the defense crack down, but it's gonna open up so much for the offense. Oh my gosh! I'm excited.
Smart. Well, let's watch it here. That's it. That's it.
Oh man! Oh, that's funny, bro.
That's it. First 4-pointer in Rimpage history. You got it, man. You made history. Congratulations.
Yes, absolutely well done. And love that celebration dance.
Yeah, let's see that again. Boom. Feeling good. Man, we talked about this in HP Club. We talked about this. When guys are feeling good, they play better.
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, look.
It's not even about me feeling good. It's about like the energy too.
Yeah.
Like everybody around you, they all got an opinion. They all think like either you're gonna win or he's gonna win or whatever. Me, I'm gonna put it on the court and I'm gonna show it off. I'm here to prove everybody wrong. I've been doubted my whole life. So, what's one more obstacle?
Yeah.
A big deal for me. So
that reminds me, Spencer. We gotta do an interview.
I think I had another 4-point shot in this game too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
For the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ended it. And then the one you hit on Ahmad. Oh my goodness. That game winner.
Yeah. Listen, we were both going back and forth and the ball was going in and out. And I'm like, man, if I don't make this, he's gonna make it. So I knew it was gonna be a tough shot, but I was like, if I can just get it up, I think I got it. And then when I shot it, I don't know if you're gonna post it, you probably post the video, but when I shot it, he turned around and he was like, oh hell no. And I was like, look.
Really?
It went in.
Oh.
He made that shit, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I made that."
Let me see if we can tell. Oh wow! Wow! Spencer, you've given us a lot of great moments. I really appreciate you. Feel free to hang in with us backstage. But we're gonna move on. Awesome stuff. You made history, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Love it.
Brilliant story. Absolutely amazing.
Love it. Not outcome dependent. Doesn't fear losing, doesn't think too much about winning, just plays. Kind of like in the moment type of thing.
And that's important to feel the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's feeling the energy. Absolutely brilliant. Mm.
Nice. Okay. We had a couple other guys make history as well.
Mhm. Oh, yes.
Two of our guys, in fact, did something that you almost never, ever hear of in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They played a shutout. We had two guys
Cool.
win their matches and allowed 0 points from their
Mm.
opponent. The first one we'll talk about is Ashton. Ashton hit 3 4-pointers. So he hit three
will do
4-pointers, ended that match in 5 rounds. So Ashton
Yes.
makes history. Let me see if we can bring him back on. Ashton, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I can't hear you, but
I can
listen.
hear, and I think the audience can hear.
Okay. Ashton, when you played Bryson, you hit 3 4-pointers. You won that match in 5 rounds. You have set the new efficiency record in one game. That record was held by Chris Jalbert, who won in 7 rounds. And then that record was tied Sunday by Jazray, who beat Marcus in 7 rounds. And let's see, Spencer was close. He beat Cody in 9 rounds. But Ashton, you broke that record. You won that match in 5 rounds. You hit 3 4-pointers, and it was over. Talk about that win, man. What do you remember?
Man, I just wanted to challenge myself. I believe I could shoot it from deep, so I just wanted to, challenge myself.
Oh, I can't hear.
I can hear it, but it's slightly crackly, the sound.
Okay, let's try it again.
Yes.
Can
Ashton,
you hear me?
try again?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I just wanted to challenge myself. I know I can shoot it from deep, but I just wanted to challenge myself and just, try something different. I know I can score going towards the basket and, I can shoot at the 3-point line, but since we had the 4-pointer, I just wanted to, again, challenge myself and try to do something different. So that's what I decided to do.
Well, congratulations, man. You hit 3 of them and ended that match in 4 rounds.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And Ashton, you allowed 0 points. You almost never hear about that in basketball.
Oh man, I didn't
12-0.
Wow, I didn't remember that. I would have thought he scored, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. And the other guy to do the same thing, only he did it in more rounds, was Jazray.
Yes.
And we're going to look at his match here. Round 2. Everything was working for him in that match. 2-0. Eric cannot answer. Round 3. He helped this one go in. and at this point, Eric wants to he's trying to get back in the match by hitting these 4-pointers, but it's a gamble. It's a low percentage shot, and if you don't make it and your opponent does what Jazray is doing, you can fall behind pretty deep, pretty quickly. Round 4, hits a 2-pointer. Eric, once again, he wants that 4-pointer.
Almost.
Can't get it to go. Jazzer's signature move puts him up 6-0. Eric steps in a little bit, but still can't connect. This is another thing that happens in these Rimpage one-on-one matches, is you have to be aware of the pace as well. Because it doesn't matter if you can score, if that other guy can score faster, he can beat you to 12. It's not, so he doesn't have to stop you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, he doesn't have to stop you from getting to 12. He can just beat you to 12. Get there first. Look at that. Hit nothing. And look at where Eric is playing defense. This is where defenders have to think a little bit more about how they're going to guard a guy. Like, he's sort of in between. He's, but he's giving up that 4-pointer.
Yes. He does very well.
Right, and he knocks it down. 10-0 here. He is scoring at a feverish pace. And now Eric needs the 4-pointer. And that one almost fell. That one almost fell for him. Now look at the difference in the decision here. So now he's playing to take away that 4-point shot, but you give up the basket when you do that. So this will be interesting to see how they decide on these matches.
Yeah.
You can take a position, I don't think you can make it, but if he does make it, you just lost 4 points there. And see, Jazzray faked the drive and he made him back up.
Oh, yeah, that's what he does. Oh, wow, got it.
And he hung him out there. That was it.
Wow.
14-0. So for all of you who are watching, this is a good example of a potential scenario that you have to be careful for. If you have a guy who can shoot like Jazzray, but he can do everything, and so that's what makes him so dangerous. Like he literally scored from everywhere, from every range, at the basket, mid-range, 2-pointer he hit, and then a 4-pointer. He hit from every range. So on defense, you really have to be alert, be aware, have a sense of what you want to do. You can't leave it up to that offensive player. And the game can get away from you very quickly. This match was over in 3 minutes. This match was over in just over 3 minutes. I think it was 3 minutes, 10 seconds. And he put up 14 points. So interesting. Interesting. We'll watch that one again.
There.
Right there. You know what? So Eric, he hit the first 4-pointer, and so now Eric is going to guard him. Yeah. Then, as I said, you give up the basket. All it takes is a fake to make him back off.
That's it.
But he doesn't come back.
He doesn't come back. He decided not to go for it.
Just sort of hangs him out there, and he felt it, knocked it down. Knocked it down.
Punished that. Ooh.
Yeah. So, congratulations to Jazzray. Congratulations to Ashton. Both of them had shutout victories. Both of them hit multiple 4-pointers. And these are the number 1 and number 2 guys in the league. So, congratulations there. Speaking of the number 1 guy in the league, Eric issued a challenge to Ashton.
Yes.
Before Sunday's matches. And let's go back to that challenge real quick.
Hey, Ashton Cook, I want to challenge you to a game of one-on-one.
Can you hear it?
Are you the best? You got the crown right now. I want that. I need that. I think that's mine. Yeah, I'm new to the Rimpage League or whatever, though. I know y'all probably don't think I'm rightfully deserving of playing the best right now, though. But honestly, I feel like, with my skill set,
Okay. That's bad.
Hey, Ashton Cook, I want to challenge you to a game of one-on-one, man. I hear you the best. You got the crown right now. I want that. I need that. I think that's mine. Yeah, I'm new to the Rimpage League or whatever, though. I know y'all probably don't think I'm rightfully deserving of playing the best right now, though. But honestly, I feel like, you know, with my skill set, you know, and the things that I bring to the table, that I'm rightfully deserving of that shot or whatever, though. So yeah, like I say, Ashton Cook, you know, on paper right now, you the best. So I want to play the best. And I'm ready as soon as possible, anywhere, anytime, man. Just, you know, get at me or whatever. Let's set this thing up. Let's make this happen.
So that was the challenge. Let's bring Ashton back on. Ashton,
Yes, sir.
walk us through what you were thinking when you first saw that challenge.
Man, it was interesting. I was kind of like laughing at it, but I definitely love the confidence coming from Eric, because not everybody can say that, you know.
Exactly, to come in and challenge number one in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his energy. He played 4 matches, won 2 of them. Talk about when you first saw the challenge. Did you decide you want to play him or not, or what were you thinking there?
No, I was definitely open to it. You know, I was definitely open to it. I just kind of, you know, like to stir things a little bit, but you know, in a good way, to kind of gain his attention. But I knew it'll come soon, so I'm glad that we was able to do it at the on the tour.
Yeah. Yes. And so Sunday, he was the first one to play. He played Khalil, first match Sunday. So you got an opportunity to see him play. What were you thinking then?
Right off the jump, I knew he was a bucket. Like, I knew he had a shot on him. I know he could, you know, get a basket, you know, in the mid range, going to the rim. He's a shooter from the 3-point line as well. So I saw that automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely competitive. I can say that.
Yeah. And he beat Khalil 12-5. Let's see. His next match was against Jazz Ray. Jazz Ray beat him 12-5. What were you thinking? What was your impression after that match?
I still knew he was a good player, but you know, if Jazz could beat him, then I knew I could too. I was just being funny though, but no. Like, all jokes aside, no, he's really a good player. I know because even some good players, they may not win every game. But that doesn't mean that they don't have the potential. They can still score whenever they want. And they're still capable of doing a lot of things that people don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you something else that's interesting about Eric is I've noticed whenever guys come into this league and they play their first match with us, one thing I notice is they gas out. They get tired. The one-on-one takes something out of them that I guess playing 5 doesn't, and maybe they don't expect that, but the stamina is an issue. But Eric played 4 matches that day. And then they also have to get used to our rules, but he stepped in and seemed like he fit right in. So he was a competitor, and he didn't let that stop him. Even in your match, when he played you, he hurt his ankle, and at one point, like immediately after the injury, he couldn't even put his foot on the ground because it hurt so much.
Right.
And then he changed his mind, and somebody said, "Give me that other ankle brace," and strapped it on, and he finished that match.
And I definitely wanted to speak on that.
Yeah.
Eric is one of the most toughest players, not because that I've played against, not because of his game only, like, but also because of his heart, his dedication to it. Like when I witnessed that, like when we had a break in the middle of the game, I said, wow, his mentality is just different. And that's nothing against the other Rimpage players, because everybody I know in the Rimpage family has a great mentality. But when I seen him and the way that he said no, it kind of reminded me of me. Like, when I get injured, I'm going to push through. I'm going to finish it, whether I'm injured or not. And he showed that. He was limping. He was even limping, and he still managed to play through it and get buckets. So salute to him. I think he should get. I know he deserves the recognition of having that heart when it comes to Rimpage. So.
Absolutely. He rolled his ankle earlier. Let's see. No, that was in your match. Early in the match, he attempted to block one of your shots, and then he rolled his ankle when he came down right there near the wall. But that guy, he's a whole lot better than his record shows. He won 2 of his 4 matches, but he's going to be a guy to watch. He's going to be a guy to watch.
He was actually challenging other players today who wanted to play, so he recovered pretty fast as well. Yes.
Wow.
Ready to go again.
Hey, I need that same energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So welcome to the league, Eric. Impressive. Looking forward to see what you do with this opportunity, man. And Ashton, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
And thank you for enduring the audio issues. And now we are going to announce our top five players of in the league. We have a leaderboard change. By the way, Ashton, you and Jazz Ray pretty much outplayed everyone in terms of number of matches. Jazz Ray played 5 matches. You played 4. Eric played 4. So did you realize, or were you aware of how many matches Jazz Ray was playing and how close he is to overtaking you in the rankings?
Yes and no. Like, I knew that was his goal. I knew that that was his intention, but I didn't really pay attention to how many games he really played. So
okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, he played 5, and you played 4, but he lost that one to Marcus, and that set him back. So the net result is you actually increased your lead after Sunday's matches because you were undefeated through those 4. But we had another leaderboard change. We had a guy fall out of the top 5. Devondre is no longer in the top 5. He was overtaken by another guy, and let's show that.
Wow.
Right there. And there's our leaderboard. Top 5 players in Rimpage. Congratulations to Donnell.
Congratulations. Well deserved there.
Getting into the top 5. We also had another change in the leaderboard. Let's see. Marcus. So Sunday, after Sunday's matches, Eric was 14th in the league.
Mhm.
And then Marcus played a match yesterday and won it, and he overtook Eric. So now Marcus is 14th in the league.
Right.
So Marcus is 5-12 with a supremacy score of 1139, which was good enough to overtake Eric's 1123. 1123 coming into the league first day is a good
Yeah.
showing.
Very good.
So we'll see if he can climb throughout the rest. And we have a tight race. Tight race for first and second place in this league. Ashton, you and Jazray are putting on a show, man.
I don't know if you can hear us now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'm sorry. Had to make a delivery. I'm still at work, but I'm listening.
That's okay.
Yeah, just appreciating the basketball entertainment that we're getting to see from you and Jazray going head to head for that number one spot. Both of you have supremacy scores in the 17s, and you guys are alone there with those supremacy scores in the 17s.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
You also mentioned
definitely do it for the parents.
Yeah. You also mentioned that you were trying to improve your efficiency, and you have. You are almost at 0.7 for your efficiency. You're at 0.685. Jazray is at 0.740. That guy is approaching 0.8, which means he's scoring almost 8 out of every 10 times he touches the ball. Phenomenal.
That's impressive.
Your winning percentage is 96%. You win 96% of your matches. Your record is 23-1. Jazray is 21-1 with a 95% winning percentage. Your rating is 1154.1. Jazray's rating is 1139.9. Now, you've had 428 possessions with Rimpage so far. You've scored on 293 of them.
Wow.
Jazray has had 350 possessions with Rimpage so far, and he has scored on 259 of them.
Ooh.
So both you guys are like within a win and a loss of a leaderboard change. So it's close.
That's how we like it.
Yes, it's close and it's exciting to see who's going to take that.
Absolutely. Or who's going to keep that.
Yes, take it or keep it. One of those is going to happen. One of those is going to happen. But Ashton, you haven't lost since last November?
Yes, sir.
And you've been playing on tour, which means you don't know who you're going to play. You don't know how they play. You don't know the conditions of the court. So that makes that accomplishment all the more impressive.
Oh yeah.
Not backing down from any challengers or from any circumstances. So congratulations there. And that brings us to our announcement about HP Club.
Almost ready?
Can you hear that?
No, we can't hear anything at the moment.
Okay, let me see.
HP Club, an exclusive club for Rimpage players. So for all of you who are not yet Rimpage players, this is something that you are going to see the inside view of what Rimpage players get to experience. Be ready with the, there it goes.
The meetings that we have, it really helps me a lot, not just with basketball, but through life. I took a lot from what you guys just said.
There's a huge difference between playing this game with this knowledge and
Yeah.
playing without this knowledge. There's always more you can get, and the right information is kind of like a doorway.
It felt pretty good. This is definitely something that I'm going to take advantage of. When I started Rimpage, I had gave Mr. Patrick some information that I was kind of like dealing with. He gave me some stuff to read, some reading materials that he recommended from you. I think I was like 0-9. I didn't have no winning record. And after he gave me that information, I read a little bit of it, took what I can, and then my next couple matches, pretty much started winning. Everything being said today was kind of like what I was taking in.
A bad thought leads to a bad feeling. That's the most thing that I'm taking from this today, because that, not just with basketball, but with life as well. Like, you gotta learn how to always think good thoughts, good actions, good feelings, and then you get that good result, the result that you're winning.
Go through those stages of form, familiar, fine-tuning, and mastery. Take them along with you for the journey. And wow, how satisfying that would be. Plan out your brand. What would you like to be known for? Each time you step on the court, show that.
I was enjoying every word, every gem that you guys was dropping. It was so beautiful to hear, and I like. Sometimes, to be real, every time I get up in the morning, I'm not always 100% energetic, or I'm not always like, yeah,
Yeah.
But after hearing what you guys said, like, it sparked something in me more. Like, it motivated me more. It makes a big difference. It's those little things that make a big difference. So
Throw that away and use it. Good. Well, that's what this is for.
We can't hear you, Patrick. Your mic is muted.
There. How's that?
Yes, we can hear you.
I was just going to say I'd like to give you an opportunity to talk about HP Club and how that is for you and why you enjoy it.
I like, as you know, I like empowerment. So I have been working closely with the leaders, and I love working with athletes. So to see how all of our basketball players are making connection between life and basketball court. They're making that relation, as you heard Jazri state there in that video, and it's wonderful. And just pay attention how the top players in the league are showing up for HP Club. So there is definitely a connection there as well. So those of us who think like champions show up differently on the court. We show up differently in life. We show up differently for ourselves and for others as well. So these are the things that make strong statements without us having to speak many words. Our attitude towards life speaks for itself. So HP Club is for those players who want to go further, who want to reach and stay at the top of this league. So HP Club is an invitation for them to reach the highest inside themselves. So it's a privilege to work with each and every one of you.
Yeah, I agree. It's the thing that separates Rimpage from other basketball leagues. We care about players. This league is a players' league, and I think this is a huge example of that, of how we demonstrate that. I know the statistics about professional players retiring, and a few years after they retire, they're bankrupt. We wanted to do something about that in this league. So first, we want to teach them how to generate an income with their basketball skill. This is something we discuss in HP Club, how to grow your fan base, how to build your brand, so that you can start making money playing basketball. And the other part of it is the personal development side, where we build the champion mindset. Because you are mind, body, and spirit. You're not just a body out there on the court, you're also spirit and mind. And those need to be developed. Those need to be trained just as much. And HP Club is where we do that. So it's for Rimpage players only. It's where we develop you into a champion. So you are a polished professional when you finish there. Like I've said, I will know that Rimpage is winning when our top players can provide for their families with Rimpage money.
Yes.
And that's where we build that. That's where we have those discussions. So always happy that the guys are joining, and I invite all of our players. It's just for you. It's every Monday. So look for that link. I'll post it in the group, and we want to see you there. Ashton, did you want to say anything on that?
No, I definitely we appreciate what you guys are doing. It's more than just a game, and that's what you guys are showing. It's about mental health and everything. So it starts in the mind, and, that those little things, like I said, matter. So we appreciate you guys for all that you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Marcus is one of the voices you heard there, and he talked about how he was 0-9 when he first came into the league, and we gave him some material, some things to think about, and he read those materials, and then he began to see an improvement. Marcus played a match yesterday. I want to show you the conclusion of that match. And this is the match he scheduled. As you know, Rimpage players can schedule their own matches. So he followed the procedure, scheduled this match. This guy he's competing against, his name is CJ, and he's at Lancaster Recreation Center.
Mm-hmm.
And what you just saw was, right here, Marcus takes the lead with that basket. And so the score now is 10. Let's see, he won that one. No, he tied it right there. So CJ has match point here. Marcus just tied it 10-10. This is match point. And remember what I said about winners making big plays. Marcus needs to stop here. Right there, got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. You see him celebrating. He's got possession now, and now the game is in his hand.
Oh, he had every intention of winning this.
And you see him take that deep breath. He knows he's got to do it here. Look at how far away he is from the three-point line when he takes that shot. You can barely see it there, but he's about 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line.
Yeah.
And sinks it.
Well done.
Well done, Marcus. Congratulations on the win. He wins that one 12-10. He won it in 17 rounds, so very efficient as well.
Yeah, and he scheduled his own match and he filmed it as well. Look at that angle. This was one of the best videos we had, right?
Yeah.
This is really lovely.
Yep. It's important that we see the result of every shot. If someone shoots a shot and the camera doesn't catch whether it went in or not, then of course we can't certify those match results. And so this is why in our guide we specify these spots to place your camera. Camera's nice and steady, well lit. Very good. Congratulations there to Marcus.
Very well done, yes.
And that victory actually helped him move up in the rankings.
Actually.
Very good there.
Beautiful.
Okay, it's now time for our top 10 plays of the week, and these are coming from our matches that we played this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10 highlights coming up. Starting us off is Eric Egan.
Nice.
You can really appreciate his creativity when you see that in slow motion. Otherwise, you'd miss it. That was a great shot. And this is so cool how Cody just walks him down. See that I want to see that again. That is like the coolest thing. How Cody doesn't run to that box. He just walks there and takes the shot. Like, I don't care if you're there.
Shot
Here's Spencer. Look at this. This is amazing. So you saw that 4-pointer that Spencer hit earlier.
Yeah.
That brings the defender to you because he doesn't want you to hit another one. And look at what happened.
That was amazing.
Yes. And Zach, I don't know if you're watching, man, but you got my favorite highlight. I love this. Look at this.
I can't pick a favorite.
Love it.
Unstoppable. The intention there.
Yeah, that guy can fly.
Yep.
And speaking of superstars,
Oh yeah.
what I want you to notice here is the amount of space between Ashton and his defender when he takes the shot. That's the brilliance of it, is creating the space you need to take the shot. Look at how much space he has. Oops. Nowhere near the shot. Oh, to be able to do that with your ability to handle the ball, to use your dribbling skill to create space like that is amazing.
Incredible.
Here's Donnell. For a tall guy to be able to get into that space like that is impressive. Slices through and finishes with the right hand. Almost a reverse layup there. Almost a reverse layup. And here's Keith. Keith also scheduled his own match. Keith represents the city of Houston. Here he's playing against a guy named Keno Cash. I think this match was played on the 6th. And he's showing some fancy handle.
Through the legs move.
That move is so dangerous because your eyes follow the ball. Well, when they put it through your legs, you're looking straight down, but they've already left. It's a clever move, but it's also a dangerous move. Dangerously effective. And Keyshawn. This is impressive because he's playing against arguably the best shot blocker in the league here. And look at Donnell. Once again, you got to decide. What are you going to do? Are you going to... He's kind of in the middle there. And he gives Keyshawn just enough space. He attempted it.
Wow.
Keyshawn dropped it from half court. This is another one. Speaking of hands in the face. This is what Spencer was talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at the expression.
Cody
Yeah.
was like a wall coming at him. Didn't stop it.
And then smooth. Smooth.
Oh yeah.
Just a little hesitation is all he needed to open up that lane.
Oh well thought out.
Yeah.
He does that.
Beautiful. Okay, so we want you guys to vote on which highlight you think is the top 10. I will post this video in our group, and you can just put in the comments which one you think should be the top 10, the #1 highlight of the week.
And they can announce that next week. Then.
Please say that again.
I said we can make an announcement then next week.
Yes. Yeah. And oh, there's Jazz Ray. Welcome, sir.
Hello.
How you doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, what's up with you, Mr. Patrick, Miss Katrina? How y'all doing?
Hello, thank you for joining us. You are live in the Rimpage Insider.
You are live with us on the show, man. And we talked about your match with the shutout victory. Can you talk about that a little bit? Where you beat Eric 14-0.
The music is a little bit too loud on my end. I don't know if it's interfering with everybody else's audio. Just so you know.
I was just trying to say I couldn't hear.
Okay.
Okay, what was the question one more time?
Okay, I was saying we covered your match against Eric where you had a shutout victory. You won that one 14-0.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could talk us through that. Did you realize that you were on pace to do? You won that match in 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. It was just because of the energy from the sideline. He kept saying, "I want to play you again. I want to play you again." I said, "Bro, now I know how you play, so you're probably not gonna get a shot off." I just had to let him know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
wow. But it was his really his ankle because he can play. He got skills. You know.
Yeah.
He real good. He's smart. He consistent. But his ankle was just messed up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I really think it was just like, you know. But I had to keep the pace going. I had to keep it, you know, because the loss from Marcus, I think his name is.
Yes.
Yeah, it had me heated. So I was like, yeah, I got to come back with some. I had to, you know, redeem myself. But yeah, that was a good game right there.
Awesome. Jazray,
yes, sir.
when Ashton lost his first match to Spencer, he was undefeated, lost that match to Spencer. He became a different player, and he hasn't lost since. How has that loss affected you?
Well, like we was talking about yesterday, like I learned from my mistakes. Like I looked at everything. I watched that tape, the video of it, like 5-10 times already. Because it's just like the loss. I didn't like how I lost, especially regardless of the 4-point, 3-point shots. I didn't like how I lost. So it was just you know, I watched it. I studied my moves. I studied his defense. You know, because he might have the same defense as somebody else in the future. So I just paid attention to it. A lot of things that I saw, I was real hesitant and I was real stagnant with a lot of things. So that's what I'm trying to, you know, But I just kept watching it. I just kept seeing where I went wrong, what I could do better. And now, I'm gonna maximize on everything. I'm not I don't plan on losing no more. I promise I'm not losing no more.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
We don't like to see you lose, Jasmine.
Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt. That one hurt. And it happened so fast, and that's the effect of the shot boxes is the match can get away from you very quickly. As we saw with Ashton, who set the record and won his in 5 rounds. It was over. 3 4-pointers. And that match was over. Yeah.
It was just them boxes, man, I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used
to
it. I gotta get used to it. But that's a good addition to the game. Like Ashton said yesterday, it gets the game over with. You gotta play defense and offense because you can't give up points like that. So that's another thing.
Right. Makes it so much more exciting too. You have to defend the whole court now.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. And, literally, you got to. No lacking, no slacking, no playing off, giving people shots because maybe they might not hit the first 2, but they're gonna end up hitting some of them eventually.
Yeah.
And they get in the roll, and then now you're dead. Now you're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, you used it too. You hit 2 of them to win that match against.
I had to see what it was like and what it felt like because he hit 4 on me and I was like, oh no, I can't go out like that. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna see what I can do. And then now I see I can hit from that far, I'm gonna incorporate it in my game.
Excellent.
Well, listen, thank you for joining us. It's exciting to see you and Ashton go at this race for that first spot. Both of you guys are very close. I think you're within a win and a loss. 1 win, 1 loss could be the difference. And we could see a change in the leaderboard.
I was gonna ask, are we going to be the last match of the year, or are we gonna wait to the tournament, or what?
That remains to be seen. that remains to be seen. We'll see how circumstances, how things develop. But I have a feeling it's coming soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready for it.
We'll see. Number 1 and number 2 guys in the league, Ashton Cook and Jazray Harrington. Thank you guys for joining us. And for those of you watching, thank you. for joining us. We apologize for the audio issues that we had there, but we pushed through it. We had a lot of good things to talk about on the show today, so I'm glad we got it.
Absolutely.
We got through it.
Yes.
Very excited, super excited about the world tour that we're doing next summer.
Yeah.
We will be giving more information about that in the coming weeks. Wow. Katrina, are you ready?
Absolutely ready, Patrick. So send us your questions, comments, invitations, ask where we are thinking of going, and we might just be revealing something in the near future. Keep watching.
Yeah, we're taking a huge step to finding out who's the best player in the world. Going to five different cities, and we're taking Rimpage players with us.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome. It's going down. No other league has done this. This is something that no other league has done before. Like I said, the best player in every city is already there. Why don't we know who those players are? We're going to find out.
That's
We're going to
it.
find out.
Rimpage is absolutely player-centered, and that is what excites me the most about this league, is the players are at the heart of it, and we do want to know who is the world number one.
So thank you for joining us. If you are not a Rimpage player, please go to rimpage.club and click sign up. It's that easy to become a part of this league. We don't have scouts. We don't have general managers. We don't have a draft lottery. For once, you get to pick yourself. Pick yourself, sign up, get on stage just like Eric did. Have a lot of fun playing. You get a profile page that shows your stats, rankings, ratings, match history, and start working toward winning that contest. You can work toward winning your city championship, state championship, national, and world championship. You can go all the way with this thing. So you can play for fun, or you can go for the world championship. No limit there. If you are a current Rimpage player, we encourage you to schedule your matches and to attend HP Club so you can get that development. That's how you get the most out of your experience with Rimpage. And if you are a fan of Rimpage, you can catch us live here every Wednesday. We're playing matches. Looks like on Sundays we have organized matches, but players can always schedule their own matches. So,
absolutely.
Also, I want to invite you to support us on social media. We have a couple of YouTube channels. We have a couple of Instagram pages. We have a Facebook page, and we have a Facebook group. That group is where we are the most active. So please look us up on Facebook. It's just Rimpage One-on-One Basketball, and we'll see you there. We'll see you next time. Katarina,
yes,
awesome show today.
Absolutely brilliant, Patrick. I also want to say, if anyone creative is watching this show, and if you like video editing, you like tech things, you like creating apps, perhaps this is also a good connection for you. Yeah. So talk to us, because there are ample opportunities with Rimpage. Thank you for the wonderful show, Patrick. This was brilliant.
Thank you. And you all take care. We'll see you next time.
Right.